Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm ShadowsPub, bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share posts, meet others, and have some fun. You can share your own post or somebody else's you really like. To take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take turns sharing post. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel. Come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you can't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but text and the link must be ready to paste into the text channel when I call on you. You can have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, let's get started. And we're gonna have. Who are we gonna have first? We'll have Stress Killer first.
Yay.
He's so excited.
As you might know or not, I started to witness this week, and while doing that, I was checking the witness list, like where the hell am I in that list? And I noticed that there are a lot of inactive witness servers still on that list with a lot of votes, and it's a shame because those votes are actually lost. And so I created this post to show people how they can check and how they can vote for something that's active.
So the good news is that those votes that are on those inactive servers will start to age off because your witness vote will decay if you haven't done any governance votes.
Yes, but in the meantime, we lose blocks and that slows down the blockchain.
True enough. But that's a whole lot better than what it used to be, which those just sat there forever unless you could contact the people and say, hey, would you change your vote or take it away from so and so? So that's an improvement over what it was. It may not be ideal, but it's still an improvement. All right.
Yeah,
So,
that, it's an improvement, that's for sure, but still,
um, so you've started a witness.
yes, it's sitting here right in front of me.
Uh huh. Is there anything in particular you want to focus on as a witness?
Get above the inactive witnesses.
Well, you must have a project or two you've got in your mind.
That's actually for me the most important thing that I can participate in the
Right.
active witness range.
Okay. I'm sure over time you'll find your footing and say, this is how I want to distinguish myself as a witness. But yeah, getting people to pay more attention to voting is not a bad thing.
No, it's actually more like I've been enjoying Hive on the cost of other witnesses for 8 years, and now it's my turn.
Fair enough. All right. So we have another witness to vote for, folks. And yes, I did notice that, Luchelle. Good going here. Encouraging people to go and vote for him.
And also the gentleman who hands out the pimp each week and here to the attendees has got a witness server too in Ingenuity.
Yep. Got
So consider voting him if you haven't already voted.
actually, Engine has a couple, don't you?
He does indeed. I'll let him tell you what.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a couple of them. One of them I'll actually be curating with today. It's funny you mentioned that the pollination witness is with Sir Cork, who is in transition, moving to uh, Costa Rica currently from Nashville. So he's a hometown boy down here in Tennessee. And once he gets all set up down there, you'll start seeing a lot more from him. And there was something about trying to reinstitute You Are Hope. I don't know if that's possible or not. See how that goes. But yeah, pollination is basically just a curation effort. Doesn't have a lot of HP, but it does have some. And then there's my own witness too that do the things for. So yeah, been around a bit. There's only maybe one person in this room that's been here a little bit longer than me.
Quark runs a bar equally needed. Is that a Star Trek reference? All right,
He was
Roswell,
awesome.
you are up. It's not often I actually catch a Star Trek reference. If you don't say Kirk or Picard, I'm kind of like, yeah, so. Ooh, coffee. Is Roswell? Yep, Roswell's doing voice. Come and tell us about this, Roswell.
Hello, good afternoon
Hello.
to everybody.
Good afternoon.
It's
Tell.
great to be back with you all. Street Killer, I hope everything goes well with your wife surgery. Well, regarding today's post, I am sharing one I just published a little while ago about a visit to a coffee shop. I talk about what I did while enjoying my coffee and well, I hope you enjoyed. You tell me anything about it, about that.
So did the coffee shop have 25-year anniversary or you? I see a 25th anniversary cup there being used. It is beautiful.
That okay, that and really, I don't know why.
Somebody, it meant something to somebody. That's for sure. All right. Thank you, Roswell. And Kelvin, you're up. Those who have not already gone and clicked on the emojis in the draws for show channel, go and do so you can enter the draws. Kelvin, are you with us? I see Kitty Girl typing. I don't see Kelvin. Kelvin! Maybe having some.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to paste my link.
Trying to get your link? Okay. As long as I know you're there, we can
Uh,
we can stall waiting for you. There we go. He
okay.
got his link. Go for it.
Uh,
Tell us about
so,
that.
so this post was basically talking about charity, giving harms to the less privileged and all. And it's so sad in these parts of the world that a lot of, um, shall I say, charity organizations tend to use tend to fund charity and use it as a means of stealing, or rather, should I say as a means to work. Because a lot of people who say they own charity are actually using the funds for themselves and not the people that actually need it. I remember one time when it happened in my church. Yes, the more like welfare departments who was supposed to be in charge of catering for the needs of the poor and the needy. Yeah, diverting those resources to their families and friends. And it was so bad that when it was discovered, the the department was dissolved because they could not give account of how the funds were used or spent. So, in my opinion, I feel for me to trust any charity organization, there must be transparency. I would like to know how money is coming in and how it's going out, how what it's being used for, and all that. So it's all in the post. You can go check it out.
It's always wise to try to check out a charity and how valid it is. Because yes, there is definitely
Yes,
charity theft. There are those that believe charity is for the greedy, not the needy, and some of us believe it's the other way around. The needy, not the greedy, need it.
yes, that's very true.
Yeah, and of course we're
And
coming
does
into
even
the
have, I
time.
think it has happened on time.
Go ahead.
I said I think it has such things have happened on Hive in the past. I think recently I heard about one where a lot of hivers contributed for a lady's mother only to be discovered that she had been using that story to get people to give her charity. It was so bad.
Ah, yes, I know who you're referring to. There was one recently. There's been a few every now and again, right? Raise their uh, their heads, and they eventually get caught, but not before they manage to scam a few people.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I've never done a status on Hive. There you go. Maybe I should just change it to my second status, just for Hillary. There we go. I changed it. I didn't change the picture. I just changed it. There we go. All right. Thank you, Calvin. Kitty girl, you're up.
Well, every week here at Pimp Your Post Thursday, Shadows is very generous in the Draws for Shows channel to give away her wonderful NFT for the month, but she also gives away Hive Stake Based Income, HSBI. And there was a new announcement that just came down yesterday from Joseph Savage and the project. And basically, what it entails is we still have our old HSBI upvote units, but now we also have an HSBI token on the Hive blockchain that pays dividends to those who hold the token. So those who post a lot might be better to have those upvote units that we've always had, but those who seldom post might benefit more from the curation tokens on Hive Engine instead, or a mix of both. In this post from Joseph Savage that I've shared the link to, goes into more detail and tells you exactly how it's going to work. And then I've dropped a link here in Discord to their um, Discord server if you want to go over there and actually talk to somebody in real time and get more info. Like if you read the post and don't understand something, you can, instead of leaving a comment, you can go into their Discord. So you've got both options here. But I think it's a good thing they're doing, and it's going to open up a lot of possibilities for people who don't post a lot. So it's a wonderful.
I agree. It's a good program. It's been running right from the beginning. It sometimes gets some flack from some of the whales that don't seem to actually understand what it is. But I've always supported it. I've always thought it was a good thing. It's a little bit of help for people that are getting started. Thank you, kitty girl. And Lucille. Oh, you've probably got more than a couple, Lucial. You've won a few times on the draws. You are up. I know you're there. I'm assuming you're heading off to get the link. There we go. What did you forget? Uh oh. What did you get yourself into?
And what did you say, Shadows?
I said, what did you get yourself into? With a title like What Did I Forget?
I almost got myself. Hello, everyone. It's Lucio right here. Hope you're doing great. Okay, on Tuesday, I almost got myself into trouble. Mm,
How did that happen?
okay, I forgot I was supposed to be at work, and I went home till 2 hours late. I I was supposed to be start off the following day, but I miscalculated and thought I had more days, and that was what happened. So it's actually a funny post. Please go read it and know what happened afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucielle. And apparently, you just reminded Wandering Moon that she should record her schedule. And by the way, Wandering Moon, you're up. Wandering Moon was ready and waiting.
This is a movie review on a Frankenstein movie done by Del Toro. I don't watch a lot of Frankenstein movies, but this sounds like an interesting version.
Is there another version that's been done?
I'm sure there's been versions for almost everything done for every movie.
We just got through. What was that one that they were playing Artemis? Young Frankenstein or something?
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
There are people who enjoy those movies, yes.
Apparently, this one starts out with a boat frozen in water.
No. I guess it's always a new twist to put into things. It looks as though he's given a fairly detailed review there. Alright. Thank you, Wandering Moon. Ian, Stress Killer, you're up.
Okie dokie. It's loading. I came across this post this morning, I think it was, and they were running with their dogs to raise food for dog shelter. So this is quite funny, different thing to see on Hive.
Yeah. Rhonda Kay used to do some fundraisers on Hive for the dog rescues that she did. Well, the animal rescue, although most of them were dogs that she had. There's some beautiful dogs there, too. Nice pics. Very nice. Thank you, Stress Killer.
You're welcome.
And Artemis, you are up.
Okay. Oops. Wrong one. Here we go. So this is Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. This is Shadows Pub Daily Echo, and this was published yesterday, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised when I saw magnolia because I always think of it as a really early flower and it blooms and it smells beautiful and then it's gone. But I never really thought of any other ways to look at it. And this one opens my eyes. I really like this one.
Yeah, that was another one of those ones of where the hell is this gonna go? And it went somewhere. It's interesting the
Well, you
analogies we.
usually make sure they do go somewhere. You
Well,
do a very good job of that.
there's a note that gets built behind each one of the echoes um, that takes a look at the various ways that it's been utilized over the years. That particular word through the generations actually, and then it takes a look at that particular picture and how it can be interpreted. And it's reviewing through all those notes that I then eventually get the angle to use on the echo itself. So yeah, I get some surprises where they end up going sometimes. But that's part of the fun is because I do choose the words by random. I never know what word's going to come up and never know where it's going to go. Luchelle, you have won one HBI. And Engine, you are up.
Whoa, that's me.
By the way, Artemis,
I'm,
that particular echo was supposed to have been out on Remembrance Day, but I got a little distracted.
I wouldn't have known if you hadn't have told me.
that's like the same as our Veterans Day, right?
um,
Yeah.
it's pretty close, except that we do more commemoration, where your Veterans Day kind of celebrates your surviving veterans, as I
Yeah,
understand
all
it.
that. Yeah, we got Memorial Day for those not here, and then Veterans Day for active and inactive, as long as you serve.
So, kind of what happens is, across the country, we do services at 11 a.m., which is marks when the guns fell silent during World War One. And of course,
Yep.
veterans are very much involved in those services. So that honors the fallen, and then later in the day there's social activities and usually a veterans dinner, and those fall that honors those who are still here. So we kind of do it both in one day, kind of morning afternoon type deal. Although it's not officially done that way, stated that way, but it's the way it works out.
Cool. Oh yeah, I have to press enter. It's like, why is that not popping on the screen?
I deleted it on you. No.
Yeah. This is from Sakura 97. Good girl, tries hard. I don't think she gets near enough attention. She should. She's helps a lot with pollination and curating people, and she is approaching 365 days of the little hive buzz badges that people get.
Right?
She's like, yeah, she's like a month and a half away.
Good
She's
for
trying hard
her.
to get that 365-day badge. Yeah, I could never do it. So props to anybody that has that one. That's like extremely lucrative.
I got it the first year and then got put off this year because of the ice storm in March. So I may try
Oh, no
again next
power,
year.
nothing there.
Yeah, 5 days without power was kind of hard to post.
I've been there.
Yeah.
No internet, no power. I'm like, I'm not even getting 7 days in a row, let alone a month or a year.
Yeah, I'll try the 365 again next year, but good for her. Good for her for getting there. Hopefully she makes it out the rest of the year.
Yeah, more power to her.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Engine.
Yo.
Luch- Luchelle, you're up. Thank you, Engine and Kitty. All right, Lucielle, tell us about this.
Okay, this is a post from Yechi. She was here last week. I wonder why she didn't turn up today. So it's a beautiful post she wrote about the friendship she formed while in college and how they all went through school and everything and that kind of thing. So it got to a point that it felt as if she was talking about me and my friends, and I really loved the post. So I thought to share it so that you read it and give her a like or maybe comment. That's all. Thank
Nice.
you.
Thank you, Lucielle. I did take her today, but she maybe just isn't even on. And Bipolar and Abinad and Amy are not with us yet? Or Seke? Sleeping at the switch.
Or Zoe. Where's Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe, that's another one. And Tori occasionally gets in to see us.
Saw Alessandra's over there in Krakow, so I doubt she can make it.
Yeah, and PH 1102 is along with, as with Gandalf. She was gonna try to pop in just at the beginning to say hi, but I think she's actually resting, and she should be. We'll tag those two and see what happens. All right, Kitty Girl, you're up.
Well, every week, in addition to the lovely daily Echo posts, Shadows records the PYPT, and I don't know how many people really are aware that she posts the recap on her blog, and it's a great way to go back if you're wondering what was it Kitty said about HSBI, or what was it that Shadows and Alessandro said about the girls' school last week. You know, you can go back in and listen to the whole recording or even just part of it and see what you missed, hear something again. And then there's a link to all of the posts down below the recording. And it's just a wonderful way to kind of see what happened each week. And wanted to be sure everybody's aware that that's where the recordings go if you haven't checked them out yet.
Or did they even know they were being recorded?
Well, I think about everybody does because at the end of the shows, you always say, okay, the recording is off,
Good
you know,
point.
but how many, but how many people realize where the recording goes and that they can go play it?
Very true. Thank you, Kitty Girl. Blue Shell, you're back. See her typing. Tori responded to the tag. Is she gonna come and join us? There she is. There's her post. On leave, but still on the go. Ah,
Hello.
hello.
Okay. So Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Wednesday officially I got a day off, and I was supposed to rest, lazy around at home, being that just treat myself to some nice things. But heck, I didn't do any of that. I was on the go. and I go back exhausted, famished, and craving my bed. So if you want to know what happened, share it so fast. Thank you.
Well, if I go by the pictures, it looks like you were either shoe shopping or purse shopping or both.
Oh, of course I was.
Say that again. I didn't quite catch what you were saying there, Luchelle. I think your network might be messing up on you.
Oh,
I see it flashing, but I'm not hearing words. Okay. Kitty Girl won the 3 HBI.
Oh, thank you for the prize.
Artemis, you are up. It's a good time to
Oh,
drop some more emojis.
so I thought this was kind of cool. This is the first AI powered recap of the best photography posts on Peak D and Hive. Brought to us, of course, by the Peak D team. I thought this was really cool.
Hive Daily Mix. Hmm. I like that. Brought to you by the PD team, and I shared it from Ecency.
Right?
That gets everybody participating. There you go.
It's community.
Exactly. So I'm gonna give folks a little hint if you're looking for a post to share. You might want to visit Alexander's White's account. Go for it, kitty girl. You're up.
I'm up that fast.
You weren't expecting such fast service.
Okie dokie. Well, this is a post from Raven Music. She is one of the musicians on the blockchain, and she does a lot of different styles of music. She does some rap music, but she also does lo-fi and some house music, synthwave, different types of music. And she does sell some of her music, but she gives away quite a bit of it. In fact, she is a member of a collaborative team called Panda Beats. There's about 8 people, I think, altogether that put together music that's free for people to download and use in the background of YouTube videos or Twitch streams, whatever. But this is one of her offerings by um, one of her aliases, Beat Tracks, and it's a synthwave album, and it's really cool. And it's free music, so go out there and listen to it. Play her stuff on Spotify if you like it. Give her an upvote and some encouragement in her post, and thank her for the free music.
She's done a lot of good stuff over the years on the chain. I see down at the bottom of her
Yeah, and
post
she's
there,
so
she's got
talented.
neat infographics or custom design for your Web3 project. DM her for inquiries. I'm
Yeah, she does web graphics too. She did the graphics for World Map Pen for their
mm-hmm.
T-shirts and stuff they handed out at Hive Fest. She was the one that did the designs for them. It's really an awesome.
She's very artistic. Well, speak of the devil, and he eventually got here. Seki. There we go. All right, Artemis, you are up.
I think I've been here before.
I think so.
So this is a post from Alessandra. Her first walk using the Strava app in Krakow yesterday, and she's posted a really cool image. I'm assuming that might be the hall in her hotel, maybe?
That's possible. You never know quite know where she's going to land.
Pretty cool though.
Oh, she did a short walk yesterday. She only did 3.8 kilometers. She informed me this morning that she had just finished a 6 kilometer walk.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then told me she was feeling tired. And I went, "Do you wonder why?" Exactly. I wouldn't even be talking after a 6 kilometer walk. I'd be dead to the world. All right. Thank you, Artemis. Engine, you're up. Let us know if you
I
like the
found something I
walls.
like. Yeah, yeah. Well, over in Krakow, they got the huge salt mines, and when if she goes on a tour and they take you down there, there's this one spot where they really encourage you heavily to lick the walls. I didn't, but I mean, I don't want to lick a million other people's tongues and faces, but several of our group did, and I was just like, wow. Taste it, it's salty. I believe you.
Well,
I'll take your word
that would
for
be
it.
why they call it a salt mine.
Right?
Ah,
Uh,
that's how we got COVID.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It really came out of a salt mine in Krakow.
Yeah. Okay,
There's Itchy.
what do I got here? Dwixer.
Ooh, there's
There's
another
not a
name
lot to
from the
say about
past.
this post because it's one of those that you kind of have to read. It's a poem that kind of embodies her being a mother and the cute little stuff that makes your heart kind of melt a little bit. I liked it anyway. It was pretty.
When you get the
I'm a poet
feels.
myself sometimes. Yeah, it gives you the feels.
I've never heard you use that term, engine.
Not once.
All right. That's a nice image. It's generated in Gemini, but nonetheless, it's still a nice image.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Got almost the golden hour tone on it. Oh, Serge has joined us.
Adds a little context. Holy crap. Ain't seen that name in for a long time.
Serge and I had a little chat on the weekend.
Oh,
He called on Discord voice.
sweet.
Seki, you are up. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, morning, afternoon, night for some of us. Yeah, this is pretty much just the story that I made. I came out of my backyard and I managed to see this dragonfly. I don't know if it was dead, I don't know if it was alive, but because normally they're not really flies that are like no fly is literally this still, and it was so still perched. I just managed to take a few pictures and yeah, just wrote this up so you can give it a read.
All
Thanks.
right. Nice picture, though. Love that golden color on that dragonfly.
Right?
Sure is.
What port am I in?
Pardon?
Had Artemis arrived at port 15, so see what port am I in?
You've probably got one or two higher.
Me six. Will you tell me?
I don't know.
What port? Oh, can ignore me.
There you go. You just got
Oh,
yourself a story.
okay. Uh,
I
oh,
probably didn't tell you what
wow.
port you're in, but
Uh, did respond.
yep.
Thanks, me six.
Kitty girl, you're up.
Well, every now and then at PYPT, I like to mention a new user who's come to the blockchain, especially since retention has been an issue lately. Um,
Love.
this is a new person who just joined the blockchain. He was onboarded by a fellow from Germany who has relocated to Ecuador. And this gentleman has relocated from the United States to Ecuador. And he and his wife are doing very well down there and enjoying it. And it looks like he's a good writer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we encourage him, he will stick around. And he also plays saxophone. So maybe he'll even record some of his saxophone music and put it out for us.
I wonder if he's anywhere near Menno. Menno's in Ecuador.
No, yeah, Minnow is in Ecuador. Minnow is down at the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy and the guy who onboarded him, Bielsael, live in Cotacachi, which is up above Quito, the capital. I don't remember exactly how many miles or hours away they are, but it's several hours, a couple hundred miles, something like that. So I wouldn't say they're super close, but
All right. Looks like there's a nice little run of comments on there, which is nice. Please add to them. And one of those comments actually is giving them a list of people that are in. Did you say Katakachi?
Cotacachi, yes.
Katakachi. There's two, four, six. There's about seven of them in the list. So that might help to do so. They can connect with
Yeah,
somebody
apparently
locally.
that town is, well, towns or city, I forget now how big it is. It seems to be a hub for expats, people from other countries that want to relocate. It seems to draw quite a few. There's a good expat community there. And in fact, the guy who onboarded this gentleman here runs a bakery down there because so many of the expats miss the bread that was baked back in their countries and cultures. They were missing that. So he opened up a bakery and he does several different types of breads and cakes and things every day. It's a wonderful thing.
Maybe they can get the guy running the bakery to accept HBD.
Actually, he already does. It's
Cool.
it's a good thing. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice. That's the sort of thing that'll help to build community and retain people as well.
Yes, that's very true. Good.
Because they can connect on and off, and connecting in a bakery. What other? Where else would you want to connect? Coffee shop maybe. Maybe they'll start selling coffee if they don't already. All right. And Seki, you are up. Artemis North has won the 5 HBI.
You cheated. I'm just kidding.
If she can figure
Congrats
out how
on
to
all the
cheat,
winners.
we're gonna have to work on thwarting it.
Now, do you still have to send that out manually, or is that uh, the bot connected to like your account and it does it itself? Or
No, I send them out manually. I can do it all in one transaction. I don't have to do three transactions.
cool.
All right, Seki, tell us about it.
Hello. I'm sorry, rain just like out of nowhere, but that's Yeah. This is okay. Yeah. So NF is a musician that I'm a fan of, right? Nate Pro Western. I think it's a German name. I'm not quite sure. But he's a Christian rapper and his songs are dope. Talks on majority of things, depression, mentality and stuff. So he's releasing his album on 14th, which is on Saturday. And in preparation for that album, since all his albums are concept albums of his life, I went to releasing back. And these are just three tunes that I picked from 432 Thursday of his album. So yeah, go check it out, give the post a read, and that's it.
All right. Thank you, Seki. By the way, Crypto, give Artemis enough opportunity to play with the bots in here, she probably figure out how to automate it. She's on a roll. Challenge accepted, she says. Engine, you're up.
Yeah, this video is actually like a lead into to the to the post I'm gonna drop here in a second. Since you're talking about NF, that's how I came across him. I'm a big fan of Hobson, and this popped on my feed one day when I was scrolling through, and I was like, NF, who's NF?
Altcoin
So,
pump starts here. Little weekend hope.
but anywho's, yeah, that is not. Hang on, 1 second.
Okay.
For some reason, I grabbed the wrong link. This is
Okay.
the link I was going for right here. Yay. Okay. Now I got it. I think I got it. This actually popped in one of the rooms in the Alliance the other day. I'm not sure. She's usually in here. I haven't seen her in a few weeks, but maybe this kind of explains why.
She was here
It's
last week, I believe. Her and
still in the
Bipolar both.
voting window. But she's feeling a little lost. I don't know if it's a midlife crisis or what, but she was talking about a conversation she had. Because when you get to a certain age, you'll start to question things. And I know exactly how that goes. I almost threw Hive and Steam and everything out the window at one point. But I think it was
Mmm.
more because my kids were on me all the time. And it was like, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. And I'm like, oh, I can't do it all. So now I think I have a good balance. But I don't know, sure, little sports. Hey, we like you still. Don't go anywhere. And she's got like a book review or something on top of this one, but it's pretty impersonal compared to this particular post. So, yeah, things and stuff.
All right.
Gives you the feel, you know.
Let's drop her some notes and let her know that she was missed this week. She was here last week. I don't know that she shared anything, but somebody shared one of her posts. Yeah, she does some good stuff. We don't want her to wander off. All right. Anybody else have anything they're going to share today? I like how even when we're a small group, we end up with some pretty good shares. There's Sarge typing something. Okay, Sarge, go for it. Okay, fair enough. Sarge is on the hunt. Everybody else shared everything they want to do?
Was Mona Cheetah in here last week?
She was. Kitty Girl shared
Okay.
one on her behalf last week.
Okay.
But she was here with us.
Are
Matter of
people
fact,
familiar with what's going on with her? Was that talked about, or did she share
mm,
anything?
I don't think anything was said.
Yes, that's what the post was about, was her current
Right.
situation.
Right.
Okay.
She won, I think she won the 5 HBI last week.
Cool.
Yeah, she was a little afraid of coming on mic, so Graybeard, James Russell, he came in. He was going to present her post for her. And then he had a microphone problem and he couldn't do it. So I jumped in.
Teamwork.
Collaborative effort.
All
Yeah,
right.
teamwork makes the.
All right, Yuji. Go for it. There she is. And she says it's a brief summary of my weekend activities. Well, that's an interesting
Hi.
picture at the top. Hello, you want to tell us more?
Yeah.
Go
Okay,
for it.
so I think this post was shared in one of the channels. I can't remember. I think the terminal, I think so. So I decided to check it out and I took my time to read through the entire post and it was a very good one. Um I do not know how to pronounce his name, but I'm just going to say this user. Yeah, so this user takes us on a journey through how he spent his entire weekend celebrating his dear friend's birthday. But what made it special to him was the fact that the friendship had grown distant over time, the responsibilities that comes with adulthood and every other thing. So this time they decided, oh look, we are going to bridge that gap, and they actually did. And he shared some lovely photos to complement the story. Absolutely beautiful stuff. So I think everybody should check it out. Yeah.
All right. Well done. Thank you. And yes, there is some good pictures there. And Artemis North won the NFT.
What's all that then?
Oh, that's funny. Woody and I were both typing the same thing at the same time.
Awesome.
You have a horseshoe? Oh my, that's gotta be painful. And Surge, he does return, and you're up. What are you up to here?
Good old Warren Buffett.
You gonna tell us about this, Sarge? You're gonna just make us guess.
Can't hear you.
Typing. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, your voice is not working.
I do not have you muted.
He's gonna make us guess.
Speaking of Trump, anybody? I was listening to NPR yesterday, and they're digging deeper into the Epstein files,
Apparently, about
and he didn't like Trump. Yeah, go ahead.
20,000 files have been was released by the estate yesterday. I think that might give them a little more depth.
Right?
I have a feeling it's gonna come out one way or the other.
Yeah, but him and Trump didn't like each other, so I don't know if that supports his case, causes for the whole
Well,
Republican power play or what. But
they were thick as thieves, and then they had a falling out, which is not uncommon for Trump. He gets thick as thieves
right.
with somebody, and then he throws them under the bus. So it's pretty hard to say what happened there.
Have to read all the files ourselves. I don't think I have time for all that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't think, from everything I've seen and read, I think Trump knew what was going on, but I don't think he was directly involved in what was going on. I think it's probably his biggest crime, and that was not blowing the whistle. But then he's not alone on that.
I would agree with that.
True enough, Stress Killer. And there's a list of them from what we understand. We just haven't been given the list. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Yeah, that definitely seems to be the case, Sarge.
So why is Trump in deep trouble? According to Warren Buffett.
I guess you'd have to actually listen to the video. And, sometimes those titles are clickbait, so it's hard to say. May the fork be with you. Yes, there is a hard fork on Wednesday.
I've been watching what's happening in Washington these days, and I got to tell you, it's something else. I don't usually get into politics.
I'm having a hard time believing anything I'm seeing anymore, because everything is like AI produced, especially if you scroll like TikTok, Snapchat, or Instagram, and they got Elon Musk endorsing this and Chuck Norris endorsing that, and it's like, what the?
Yeah, that's bullshit stuff.
Why would he even look at that?
I
You gotta be careful.
I listen to stuff on YouTube, but there's only specific channels I'll listen to. And if I do open up another one, I kind of take a close look at it before I decide that I'm actually going to pay much attention to it. You got to be pretty discerning which channels you're going to listen to.
Gotta trust the source for sure.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing.
All right, you've been listening to ShadowsPub host Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us on PYPT, and join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating, and it's all about community. Oh yeah. Bye, Wilma.